Hey, this is Brenda Meller back today for another LinkedIn strategy tip. And this is for those of you who are looking for a new opportunity and maybe looking for connecting with recruiters on LinkedIn. I'm joined today by Marc LeDuc. Hey, Marc, how are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for agreeing to let me record this. Mark and I were messaging back and forth today, and I was giving him some suggestions on finding recruiters. And I said, how about we jump on a quick Zoom? I'll record it so that way I can show you, Mark, but I can also show this to other folks as well. So, very first thing is, Mark, could you first describe for me what are the types of roles that you're seeking? And then we'll look at for some recruiters.
Conference management, event planning, or in a role of working in stewardship, either through university or other associations through foundation, or perhaps in scholarship work areas.
Okay, good. So very first thing we're going to do is what the reason I asked you that is because I want to look for recruiters and then we're going to add some keywords into the search as well. Let's go into the search bar at the top next to the blue in symbol in the search box and just type in the word recruiter and then click on enter and that'll pop up all the results. And when it does that, click on people. So in the menu bar that goes from left to right, people, posts, jobs, etc., click on people. And we're probably only looking for recruiters that are based in the United States. So under the location dropdown in your top menu bar, click on locations, and then let's select United States. Click on show results. Now this is going to be recruiters in every industry and every category in here. So let's go under all filters again. So in the top menu bar, left to right, people, United States, seniority, all the way over to the right-hand side, you see all filters. There you
Yes.
go. And then let's scroll down to industry. That little gray box is like a zoom for the video panel. It's something they started pushing in front of us. Keep scrolling down, keep going until you see
Yep.
industry. So if you see the industry that you want to work in listed, you would select it. If not, click on add an industry. And I'm trying to think of what industries might categorically come up. Type in the word event. I don't know if event management is an industry on here. Let's try this, event services. So if you see the drop down that appeared right below that mark, delete out event services.
Okay.
And then as you're typing it in, you're going to notice the word will appear below it. Now it's hiccuping. So backspace on that entire thing because it's not coming up now. We're going to try this again. LinkedIn's often like a ketchup bottle. So now stop typing. Did you see how
Oh, I
that
was too
menu appeared in there?
fast.
There you go.
Yeah.
So click on the gray box. There you go. And LinkedIn is confusing. I always tell people I have a job because LinkedIn's confusing. Why does it do stuff like that? We don't know. Now click on show results in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, show results. So now this is going to show you a list of individuals who have the word recruiter someplace on their profile who are in the event services industry. And now we can start to scroll through this list and look for people to connect with. What I would do if I were you is first of all, let's click on where it says first, second, and third. Let's click on first. And that will reveal if you have any first level connections that match these criteria. Now you don't, so let's click on second. And this is now revealing a list of individuals that you share a connection with. So you're not directly connected to them, but you share a first level connection with them. Now, at this point, if I were you, what I might do is right click on their name, open profile in a new tab. So let's just try this with one of these individuals, whether it's Iota or Adam. Just right click on their name
Okay.
and then open link in new tab. And then if we could navigate to that tab, what I'm trying to look for here is we're just going to give this profile a quick once over. Sometimes what you might see is if an individual is a recruiter and they're doing job postings through LinkedIn, you might see on their profile hiring for, and they'll have like the job postings that are listed on there. In this case, I'm not seeing it. So the second thing I would have you do is give this profile a once over. What we're looking for is, does this person look like they're active? Now it's concerning to me because she's got 2,700 followers, but she's never posted on LinkedIn. So
Correct.
I think she's using it, but she might be more of a reader. I'm not seeing that she has any job postings on here. I'm not familiar with the company HL Mando. I don't know if you're familiar with it or
Yeah,
not.
they're an organization in the break department. So she looks like she is the human resource generalist for
Yeah.
HL Mondo because my connection with Jeff is Jeff works in that organization. So that's when I look at this. she's not really a recruiter
Not
so
really.
much as a recruiter for her company.
Yeah. And it probably at some point she had a recruiter role, which is why she came up in the searches in there.
Right.
So I would kind of just scroll through that list and see if there are any other individuals. Now, in this case, Marissa has open to work on her profile, that little green badge.
Yeah.
She's a fellow job seeker, and there's no harm in connecting with someone else who's in career transition. But if your goal is to find a job, I would say let's focus on people that are working.
I agree.
And not to say you shouldn't be connecting yourself with other job seekers because you can refer opportunities back and forth. But if the goal here is to connect with people who are hiring for positions, I would say focus on individuals who are recruiters in your targeted industry. So this is just a way of searching for recruiters on LinkedIn, and we can certainly apply different filters in the list as well. Industry filters, like you mentioned, higher education. So you could look for individuals who maybe are in that higher education industry as well for fundraising and
Okay.
development. And then my recommendation to you, Mark, and to others that are watching this video as well is try to connect with as many relevant recruiters as you can. When you invite them to connect, remind me too, Mark, are you using a paid version of LinkedIn, a job seeker premium, or using just the free basic version?
Free basic
Okay.
version.
By the way, I've got a 2-month free trial. If you'd like it, I'd be happy to gift it to you. Just let me know and I can send that to you. But if you're using the free basic version, you get the
Yes.
ability to add an invitation to 5 notes per month. So when you send
Ex-
invitations to that, you can use it for 5 times a month. I would say use my 2-month trials. You can do this unlimited for the next 2 months, and we can start to really connect with a lot of recruiters. Beyond that, if you upgrade to premium career, I think it's $40 a month. Whether that helps or not, you'll have to kind of look at that. But when you invite recruiters to connect, what I would do is not go for the jugular, meaning, hey, are you hiring? What positions do you have? Like, let's instead be professional, appropriate, kind of hold back a little bit. So what I like to do is make the invitation all about them or what you have in common with them. For example, it might be, hi, Adam, we haven't met yet, but we share Brenda Meller as a common connection, and we're both located in Metro Detroit. I'm just making this up. I haven't looked at Adam's profile. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Or, hi, Adam, we haven't met, but I see that we've both supported automotive suppliers in our careers and we share 10 common connections. Let's connect on LinkedIn. So we're kind of, if we think about going up to a person at an event, Mark, oh, you work for so and so company. I'm in that industry. Like, what's the small talk that you would make with that person before going for the ask in there? The
Sure.
goal,
In this case, you're looking at Black Hat as an event that I'm very, very familiar with.
there you
And of
go.
course, Informa is an organization that does trade shows and events. So very familiar with their work in this
Yeah.
case.
So mention some of that. The goal is to get the invitation accepted. So we have a higher likelihood that the recruiter is going to accept it. If you're more in the friend connection making, then they tell me what jobs you have available. Then after they accept, I see that, thanks for accepting, Adam. I see that you're a recruiter. I'm wondering if you have a jobs board where I could look for open positions, or what's your process for looking at candidates? So kind of be subtle in that, not here's my resume, throw it down their throat because they may not be ready for that yet. They may not have any open roles, but asking that question, where could I look for open opportunities, or, where are you posting those? Then they'll let you know and engage. And if they do send you opportunities, Mark, you're not a good fit for, it's always a great thing to say, hey, I'm not a fit, but my friend Maureen is looking for a job as well. Would you mind passing on? You're making good friends with recruiters on there. So what do you think about this technique so far?
Loving it. Really helpful. Thank you. There was a first, second, third. I had no idea. So that nuance was very cool.
Yeah. And if you do continue to play with this technique, let's say you change the industry filter from event services to higher education, you find people that are first level connections, definitely message those people that are first level connections. Hey, Marissa, I see you're now working in the recruiting space for Columbia University. I'm just making it up. I'm looking for fundraising roles. If you hear of anything, let me know. Kind of be the soft sell into that position, but letting them know because they may not be hiring for their organization, but recruiters talk. They talk to each other. They belong to professional organizations. They look at job boards for each other as well. So, kind of warming that up to a conversation on there can be helpful to jumpstart your job search and also to help you to avoid that black hole of the ATSs. We were talking about that a little bit in our prep call today here. And I just want to give a plug for you and for Mark, for any individual who's watching this video who might be looking to hire someone. Mark would be an asset to join to your team. So thank you again, Mark. Any final comments from you before we stop the recording here?
Always a pleasure to work with you, Brenda. I know we've gone back for many years when we had you when LinkedIn training years ago, and I can't thank you enough for the great work. I know my profile picture will never not be without a close headshot, professional. So that's that, and some of the network techniques that you taught me years and years ago have been great. And again, yourself, always doing a wonderful job on the posting of boards. It's very helpful for me.
Well, you're a client for life, Mark, and I'm glad that we're staying in contact, and I know you'll get to your next opportunity faster. So thank you again, and I'll just thank any individual who's looking for help with LinkedIn. I'll drop some links below on some other resources that I offer for job seekers, and I look forward to seeing you on LinkedIn.